Okay. Hi, everybody. I have a confession to make. I am not technologically savvy when it comes to Facebook. So I've been kind of wondering what's going on all week. And I've seen where Facebook has told me that I have new members in the group, and I've seen where Facebook has said that people are seeing the posts, but there's been no activity, and I'm thinking, well, everybody's busy, they'll get to it, don't worry about it. So today at 4:55, I get a notice from Facebook that tells me that 104 people need to be approved to get into the group. What? I don't remember setting the group up that way. My last two Facebook parties, I did not have to do that. What did I do different? Oh my gosh. So about halfway home, I just kicked myself in the rear. Why did you do? What is your problem? Why can't you figure this out? And then about halfway home, I just laughed. I just couldn't. People thought I was crazy because I'm just driving down the road, just laughing because, yeah. So I am hoping that all of you, I still haven't figured out how to make it go live. So I still have to pre-record this and upload it to YouTube and then copy it to Facebook. This is why I need to be doing this in person. So anybody in the Tulsa area, just saying, we can do a make and take workshop. If you're willing to have a few people over, we don't have to have a big giant group, and I'll bring everything you need. And we can make and take. We can make something that you will take home with you. And so if you're interested, just message me. Tonight's project is going to be simple and easy and quick. I am doing towels. I have been pasting, and if you watch the videos, you'll see that I've made a few paste projects with chalk paste and surfaces. And tonight I'm going to use the ink and show you how the ink works and how you can heat set it so that it will be machine washable. As a matter of fact, I should have worn my t-shirt that I inked on. Should I go get it? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna pause you. I'll be right back. I had to be careful because yesterday I accidentally stopped it rather than restarted it. Okay, so I want to show you this shirt that I inked. But first, I'm going to show you a shirt that I bought. All right, so I bought this shirt at Cato, and I'm not mad at Cato. It's not Cato's fault. But the first time I washed it, where is it? Can you see the S? The words start coming off the first time I washed it. Okay, this shirt I inked. I don't know how many times I've washed it because I wear it a lot because I want to be a walking billboard. And so I inked this shirt. Chalking is my cardio. And then on the sleeve, I put our logo. And then on the back, I put make money beautifully, ask me how. Now this one's a little distressed, but that's the way the transfer was made, for the letters to be distressed. So I don't know how many times I've washed this, and they're still as bright and sharp as it was the first time I made it. So tonight we're going to do kitchen towels. And so now I'm at the point where I need to lower the camera so you can see what I'm doing on the table. And I didn't get my ink mat. I'll have to get my ink mat out as well. So I will be right back. Okay, I lowered the camera while it was paused. That way you wouldn't have to worry about closing your eyes if you get dizzy easy. So now you can see what I've got going on here. This is our ink mat. It's sticky, and its purpose is to be on the bottom side of whatever it is that you're inking on. I probably need to wash that off so that it will hold it still for you. That way your design won't get messed up when you're inking on there. So I gotta wash all the ink off that's on here. I guess I forgot to wash it the last time I used it. And since my towels are white, I don't want to risk messing up the backside. So I'm going to take this red ink off of here. Sometimes it goes through the fabric, even black, I mean all kinds of colors. It goes through the fabric, and I normally wash this down, but I failed to do so the last time I used it. Shame on me. Okay. Now, my hands are clean, so I can touch the towel. I'm going to take this towel and place it over the inking mat. You don't have to have this. It just makes it a lot easier. You can put it on a towel. Put this towel on a different towel that you're not worried about messing up. And that way, in case the ink goes through, you don't have to worry about your towel being messed up. Tonight, we're going to use these. These are used transfers. So as you can see, they're stained up. Wicked Chickens lay deviled eggs, and Kitchen's closed. This Heifer's had it. I'm going to do 2 towels tonight. It's already written on since it's already used. And I don't need to fuzz it for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm putting it on fabric. Number 2, it's used. So it's not as sticky as it would be if it was the first time I was using it. Okay. So I'm just going to measure really quick. 6 inches. 6 inches. I love it when I get it right the first time. All right. Make sure it's laying straight. Now I'm going to work around the edges of the, I'm going to focus on the screen area where you see the towel coming through to work out the air bubbles. And I'm going to kind of go around the edge of the design to seal it down really good so that the ink doesn't bleed. I'm pushing down hard because I want to make sure it gets sealed off. And I'm going to do some red and black. Candy apple red and black. So I'm going to do the words in red. I'm going to do the chicken in black like I did before. I need to get my glasses so that I can make sure I'm seeing what I'm doing. And it's just as easy as when you're pasting. You just take the ink and cover up the screen areas. Just like that. Holding it at an angle again and just covering it. And that's the same way. You don't want to push down really hard, and you don't want to do this kind of thing and go up and down like this. You just want to gently work it over the screened areas. Make sure you get some good coverage. Same down here. I got to be careful not to get the chicken's feet. So I'm going to go this way. Wicked Chickens lay deviled eggs. Now, when you're done inking, if you have a heat press, you can use your heat press. But if you don't, you can use your iron. And you would set your iron at cotton setting. Let it heat up. And then when this is dried and ready to be heat set, you will put some parchment paper over it, which I forgot to get parchment paper. And you will iron it for 4 minutes. And then turn it over, put the parchment paper over it, and iron it for 4 more minutes. Okay, so we got good coverage there. I'm not going to take off the excess just yet. And once you do that, it will be set permanently. So now I got to do the chicken. And I'm doing the chicken in black. This stencil is probably at a couple of years old. I've used it quite a bit. As a matter of fact, it was one of my first stencils when I started getting into chalking. And I got a hold of some frames that were used at a wedding, and I repurposed it into kitchen decor. Okay. And I sold them, which is an avenue of income, by the way, that you can do. I love this hobby because it's not a hobby for me anymore. It's now a business, but you can get a little bit of a return. If I was bowling, I wouldn't get a return. I'd rather craft. So now I'm just scraping off the excess and putting it back in the container. Do the same with the chicken. Scrape off the excess. Okay, and remove this. Can you see it? Oh my goodness. I know it's upside down for you. There's a little bit of the E there that I want to fix. I must not have gone low enough on the on that particular area, but that's okay because I'm just gonna dab a little bit of ink in there to fill in the E where I didn't catch it. All done. It's fixed. Okay, so I need to wash this transfer before I do the other towel. So I'm going to pause you while I wash this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that transfer is sitting sticky side up on a towel so it can dry. This is the towel, the first towel. Wicked Chickens Lay Deviled Eggs. I'm going to take a blow dryer to it for just a minute. So it's about to get loud. Let's see. As a matter of fact, okay, it's about to get loud if you want to turn down your volume. Okay, for the most part it's dry. It's still a little bit tacky, but for the most part it's dry. So I'm going to peel it off of here and set it aside. I'll set it right there. And now I'm going to do the second towel. All right. I did not wash these, by the way. I have not washed these. It's not necessary to wash it before you stick ink on it, but you can if you choose to do so. It's totally up to you. So now we're going to do this one. Now I think I'm going to do the same pattern. And so this one says kitchen's closed. This heifer's had it. Exclamation point, this heifer's had it. And that's about almost 6 inches, and that is past 6 inches, so I need to move it over and straighten it up. Okay, 6 inches, 6 inches, 5 3/4, 5 3/4, perfect. Okay, so it's ready to go. So now I'm just making sure it's sealed nicely. There's no air bubbles wherever the screening is, so that my ink does not bleed. A tip that I saw a video from a fellow Couture designer that gave the tip to just kind of make sure you kind of outline the screen area with your finger so that it's nice and sealed. That way you don't have any bleeding, okay? We won't be coloring outside the lines. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to do, that way they're like a matching pair, right? So, kitchen's closed. Woo, that's a lot of ink. Just making sure I cover all the screened area. I mean, this would be a cute little gift for Mother's Day's coming up. Mother's Day's coming up. You could make Mother's Day gifts. Father's Day's coming up. There are options where you can make Father's Day gifts. And of course, we always have birthdays and Christmases and, you know, all those other holidays where you can decorate your house and do this inexpensively, all while possibly making a return on your investment if you choose to do so. You don't have to. That's the fun part about this, is you don't have to. You can just choose to be a customer. You can do the Club Couture with your once-a-month subscription and just make things with what they send you. And then you can, you know, get online and onto my website and see what other supplies you like. Just do what I told you not to do. One direction. We don't want to. I got kind of close with his foot, with his hoof there, so I'm going to have to be careful. I don't want to smudge the red into him. Trying to make sure I get all the screened area. Right here is where I cut it close. My goodness, it is hot in here. Either that or I am flashing. One or the other. All right, now he's good and covered. So now I'm going to remove the excess. So straight up and down, just squeegee it off. I don't do windows. I will not squeegee windows, but I absolutely will squeegee chalk paste and ink. All right. Careful not to get it on his hoof. Okay. And then we take the black and squeegee that off. I'm getting it on my fingers, so I'm definitely going to have to wash my hand before I remove this transfer because I don't want to get it on the towel outside of the design. Ink is not that easy to get off of fabric if you get it where you don't want it. So I'm going to remove this carefully. Oh, I need to fix that S. Okay. So the S didn't go all the way through, so I just laid it back down. It's one of the reasons why I go kind of slow when I'm pulling it off, because if I see any spots, especially when your transfer gets a little bit older, you may have more spots that you just want to fix before you pull it up all the way. So I'm going to fix the T and the I and the K. Either that or I just didn't get all the way to the top of the screen. That could be the problem too. I didn't get all the way to the bottom of the O. Oh, look at that cow. I love all the detail. I'll lift them up when I wash my hands. There it is. I'll turn that around. I'm going to go wash this and wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, transfer's clean. It's laying on a towel, drying out, sticky side up, and this is our towel. Love that cow. So what I'm going to do is I see a spot that I want to fix with the candy apple red. And I also see a spot on the cow that I want to fix. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of ink into the spot that I don't like. double check everything while I'm at it. Okay. Fix the S. I just missed it. Either I missed it or that screen area is plugged. But I think I missed it because I was afraid of getting the hoof. And then I want to get another tiny little brush. And dab a little bit right there. That looks like a spot that's not supposed to be missed. And then I want to go ahead and put a little bit on his hoof right here. Because I was afraid to go too far down. And that's it. He's ready to go. So now I'm going to dry this. So it's about to get loud again. You might want to turn your volume down. I need that. Okay, so in order to heat set this, I'm going to use my my heat press, and so I have to set this little deal underneath here so it doesn't warp my mat there. I need to peel this off. And I'm going to do the chicken first. So the chicken is going to sit here on the mat. And I'm going to take parchment paper, not wax paper, but parchment paper. And this is a sheet that I've used multiple times. I use them over and over and over again until they just can't be used anymore. My heat press is set at 305 degrees. I'm going to set it on here. Press the timer. It's going to sit for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing. If you have an iron, you will do this with your iron for 4 minutes on each side to set it. And when I did it with an iron, I actually did half of it first and then did the other half for 4 minutes to make sure it was set properly. Turn this over. There we go. So the paper did not stick to it, so I know this is ready. And I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing. 30 seconds. I started making a whole bunch of towels and t-shirts, and 4 minutes for each side on everything was just getting to be too much, so I ordered this little baby and from Amazon, and it takes 30 seconds on each side. And it's so much easier, so much better. But if you're just making like a gift for someone occasionally, you really don't need to make the investment. Now, if you already have one because you do other kinds of crafts, this could just be in addition to what you already do. All right. So this one is ready. Fold it up. And this would be an adorable gift for someone. And now we're going to do the next one. Kitchen's closed. This heifer's had it. 30 seconds. I can't say that because I don't really cook anymore. How about you? I'm an empty nester. I eat salads. I don't need to cook anymore. I'm not complaining. I'm not mad at that. Let's see. 15 seconds left. I'll push these out of the way. I am a bit of a messy crafter. We are almost there. So, again, I want to apologize for my ignorance. And just take a look at all of the posts that have been posted and the videos and stuff. Every time you leave a comment, each post that you comment on, your name will be put into a drawing for a prize. So go through, look at your posts, look at the posts, comment on them, and that way I can put your name in the drawing. I'm going to wait until Saturday evening. I'm going to say 9 o'clock Saturday night to give everybody a chance to look things over, make their comments. If you want to get online and order anything to help Tanya out with her hostess bonus points and stuff, that would be wonderful. If you're interested in Club Couture, becoming a designer, if you want any kind of information about anything, just make a comment in the comments and I will be watching for them like a hawk. Since I was since I made the huge mistake of not doing what I should have been doing, not knowing that I should have been doing something. Although it would have been nice if Facebook had alerted me, but you know, they alerted me today, 4:55 p.m. So there we go. Look at this. We have a matching set of towels. And I just may have to use this as one of the prizes. What do you think? Would you love to have this in your kitchen? Or maybe give it to someone? Okay, that's it for tonight. Let me raise you up so we can talk face to face here. Don't mind the mess in the house. We are packing. We will be moving very soon and we are packing. And I actually found a crafting table today at a thrift store. And the tripod for this camera is sitting on my crafting table, my new crafting table. I'm so excited. Anyway, so that's it. Those are all the lives that are planned for this party. If you are in the Tulsa area and you would love to give this a try and would love to do this in person, I would love to do this in person because as you can tell, I am not a tech person. I prefer to see people. I prefer to talk to people. I prefer to help people, not this. But this is working. So anyway, just let me know. Just comment workshop. If you're interested in Club Couture, more information on Club Couture, comment club anywhere. If you're interested in anywhere in the posts, there is one post specifically that gives you a video about Club Couture. If you're interested in what it is to become a designer, comment team anywhere on one of the posts or message me so that we can make sure I actually see it and get it. Either way, I'm going to be looking. All right, that's it. I don't want to keep you too long. We're approaching 30 minutes, okay? It probably took 35 minutes total to do this, counting the pauses. And it's a cute, adorable gift set for anybody. Okay, all right, that's it for tonight. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.